Trump imitates Macron's accent after call about raising drug prices.
I started with President Macron of France, and a very nice person. I like him a lot. I hope he's listening because he doesn't believe that, but I do. He's a nice man. And I said, Emmanuel. Yes, Donald, thank you so much for calling. Oh, I said, you're not going to like this call. You're going to have to get your drug prices up. No.
No, me not do that. No.
I said, this is crazy. We're paying 10 times, 12 times, 13 times. No, I will not do that. I said, look.
What's this about raising?
You've got to do it. 100% you're going to do it. No, Donald, I told you I will not do that. I said, here's the story, Emmanuel. If you don't do it, I'm going to put a 25% tariff on all goods, wine, champagnes, and everything else coming into the United States of America. He said, Donald, I would love to do this for you.
So Emmanuel Macron just folded, did he? Let's have a look. What's this? Oh, so he's trying to basically make it, because all the companies that make the drugs over in America, they make absolute shit tons off of the people that live there. And he's trying to make it so they can make even more money, but off the people that live in Europe who buy them for actually a fair price. Well, that's not going to go down well. People will riot over that. Because if there's one thing you can't take away from people when it comes to affordability, it's like, stuff to do with healthcare and stuff. Americans are just used to it, but people in the West, but East of America, we're used to free healthcare. Not having to get another mortgage on a house in order to afford it if you break an arm or something, Calling on Tim Walz and Mayor Frey to stop releasing criminal illegal aliens from Minnesota jails to re-perpetuate their crimes. ICE has more than 1,360 arrest detainers for the criminal illegal aliens in their custody. Honour them today. Arrest detainers for them. Honour them. It's common sense. Criminal illegal aliens should not be released back into our streets to terrorise more innocent Americans. What's happened here?
Time and time again. I mean, we're talking about throughout the year, Bill, that our ICE officers have lodged detainers. Those detainers have not been honored. There's a very easy solution to that, and it's
these people that just get in the way of law enforcement. Like, this has been going on for ages now. It's been in multiple videos. It's been on everyone's live streams. Lots of big popular people have talked about it. Hassan and Asman and all those sort of people. Everyone's talked about this. And this area, this is the ICE facility that they keep campaigning in front of. Now, the amount of manpower this is taking up, I know that's their aim, but the amount of manpower, they shouldn't be allowed to be where they are. These people, no, they shouldn't be allowed to be anywhere near this facility. Big cordon, you get near, you're arrested, you put away. Have it be a severe repercussion for getting near. This is a federal facility, we're carrying out the law, you're trying to impede us, that is a federal crime, you are now going to be locked up as well. Not in a concentration camp as they think people are trying to put them in. Jail. End of. Don't play around with them. You've got to put your foot down, because the more you give, the more leniency you give, the more they'll take until they get their exact way. They don't want to listen to the law. They don't want to listen to things. They want to be the law. They want to tell you how to do things, not be told how things should be done, even when it's the governing party that are doing things for the best of people.
our federal law enforcement, our ICE and CBP officers, to work with the state and local officers on the ground. That's what the state and local law enforcement officers want to be doing, is enforcing the rule of law. But if you look at who is in those jails, currently sitting in those jails, Bill, 1,370 criminal illegal aliens in Minneapolis's custody. Murderers, rapists, child pedophiles, those people should serve their time and then they should be turned over to ICE. We have not seen that. We've seen no cooperation. We have not been allowed.
Are those fireworks? Are those from ICE or are those from the protesters? They looked like they're meant to be on the ground and be harmless. If they were fireworks, it doesn't matter which side. That's a big bad. But if those were, it looked like those are meant to be a shock and awe thing to get you away from it.
Or have those detainers be honored. That is exactly what we're asking for today. Mayor Walz and Governor Walz and Mayor Frey should come out today and agree to that. They should also agree to
get rid of them. You've just seen that they've got gas masks. What's throwing back a gas grenade going to do?
Allowing their local law enforcement officers to give our law enforcement officers backup. That way, when our officers are being impeded, they're being obstructed, or they're being assaulted, we don't see public safety threats and crises like we've seen the last few days.
Get them, and no interruptions. No, you get in our way, you impede federal prosecution, you impede federal things, the law. Get out. Newly released footage shows the end of a police chase in Southern California, with authorities seen using a vehicle to stop an allegedly stolen box truck. The suspect attempted to flee on foot but was quickly apprehended by officers in Beverly Hills. Come on, pull over. The back of your lorry's open. What's that? Is that... Looks like a moving, like a U-Haul sort of thing. A fridge, maybe? Some more furniture? Oh. Yep, then he go running. No, 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 no. Ah, then get him, boy. Get him, boys. Volunteers have been working to remove thousands of bags of chips which washed ashore on a beach near Eastbourne. Chips. Oh! It's English. English chips. American French fries or whatever you want to call them.
Volunteers have been clearing a remote beach near Eastbourne where thousands of bags of frozen chips have washed ashore this weekend. They were discovered by walkers who often visit Falling Sands Beach near the Beachy Head Lighthouse to look at the seals. Tricia Barras was shocked to see chips rather than seals and is worried about the impact if they're not cleared quickly.
The plastic bags, yes, but the chips, they are just potato. They're not going to do too much unless there's loads of stuff, unless they're lacing the potato with chemicals and, you know, plastics, then no. But the bags, yeah, if they're in bags, get rid of the plastic bags because that can kill wildlife. But the chips ain't going to cause much of a problem, really, is it? Especially to seals.
That is a massive
They're
concern
big.
that it might affect the wildlife. The chips, onions, plastic, all these things are toxic to them.
It's thought they're the latest items from shipping containers that fell overboard from a cargo ship in the Solent last week, which had been washing up since then.
What you don't want to be is down there helping clean up and see someone else picking up the chips and putting them in a bag and you're like, that's my local chip shop owner. Because you'll be questioning where they're getting the chips from then. You wouldn't be able to turn up to help even if you wanted to if you ran one of them. Drone footage shows a Cold War era bunker on the Yorkshire coast nearing collapse due to coastal erosion. East Yorkshire Council has urged people to avoid the area. Oh wow. Well, yeah, that's definitely being taken away. Oof. Yeah, that's going to go any minute. Cold War era bunker on the East Yorkshire about to fall away. But I can't blame you for wanting to go in there and test it. I'd want to go in there. It'd be hard to get back out. You'd have to come down here. But this looks like it's about to just go down into the ocean. I think to protect the public, they shouldn't just be like, don't go there, don't go there. No, they should send people out there and specialist climbing apparatus, you know, get cranes and stuff. Have some cranes up here that have a pulley going down to the people. They can come down, go inside, check and make sure there's nothing hazardous, super hazardous, that it's just stone, you know, a stone shell. Get back up, boom. Get rid of it, let it fall, because then people aren't going to be tempted to go into it then. They won't want to go into it. They'll be tempted by the allure of something being there. Get rid of the temptation. Then you're not going to have the problem. Simple. Solar farm in Bedfordshire. Yeah, that's going to happen everywhere. Heavy snow leads to a crawling on icy great... Ooh! The Great Wall of China. That looks fun as fuck. I do that on purpose. Hell yeah. Don't need the laugh track, but I would go there, not to see the Great Wall, but to see this. Because isn't like a large percentage of the Great Wall, that's a video done now. What percent of the Great Wall has been rebuilt? 20% of it's been rebuilt, while a significant portion, about 40% of it is in ruins, 40% has largely disappeared, 20% of it is rebuilt, restored. So there's not much of it left. So most of what you'll see in here is the rebuilt stuff. That's why it looks so neat and tidy. But that's cool as fuck. Without voter ID, democracy was a lie. Rigged elections common in the US, with the presidential election 2023 being a grand alien ball. Yeah, Trump, whatever. We demand voter ID. The thing is, he's not on about a new form of ID, is he? He's just saying that when you vote, you must present ID. Now, I don't see that as being a problem, mainly because that's commonplace in the West. Like, in England, where I live, you have to go, when you go and vote, you present your ID. You go with the card that you received through the mail or whatever to your local voting station. You go in, this is me, my ID, yep, that's you, go vote. And you go do it. Like, it takes 2 seconds. Everyone in America, you know, all the drivers, you've all got driver's license and stuff, that's it. It's not about having a new one or anything. It's not giving them any more information than they've already got. It's not giving them any more access or power than they've already got. If you've got a driver's license, they've already got all the information they need to be on a voter ID, or that would be your voter ID. It's just providing proof that you are who you are. You know, there was some confirmed cases where there's some people that had illegally been voted through. Like, some people had passed away and someone had taken over their voting right and they had sent in a vote on behalf of someone that wasn't even eligible to vote anymore. Now, if you had ID, you'd have to provide it, and unless someone steals that ID as well. Now, if it's found that that person's dead, then you find whoever submitted that ID and you charge them for identity theft. End of. 5 random white guys eating lunch in Minnesota get reported as undercover ICE agents to an anti-ICE signal chat by the restaurant owner, and the next thing they know, a mob showed up to accost them. And because Minneapolis has a no cooperation with ICE policy, the local police are avoiding situations like this altogether, leading citizens. So it's just bloody mob law. Mob rules.
I mean, so cool. This has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I know, it's like, you feel like a zoo. I've never.
If you're not with us, then you're against us. They're just ridiculous. They sit at home, looking at this app, waiting for someone to say ICE is nearby, and then they run out the door. They're not working. They're not got anything better to do. They're not got anything that actually can help people. So what if that was some ICE agents in there? They're only going to deport people if they're illegal. And if they're illegal, they broke the law. If you break the law, repercussions. If you try and hinder that, because someone's broken the law, you're breaking the law. So you should get repercussions. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So clear. So clear.
Oh my god.
The whistles are so fucking obnoxious as well. It's ridiculous.
What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country.
Why are you
Because you're filming us. Cheers.
Yeah, it's a dev team. Yeah, he's saying we just do apps. Oh. Has someone swallowed the camera?
Do I look like an ice agent?
Yeah, you look like a fucking ice agent.
Holy fucking Christ.
This is happening all over. I've seen a few videos online at the moment. Like, there was that guy who was a kick streamer, and some lady went up and knocked on his window and was accusing him of being ICE. Everyone's doing it. It's they just want to be seen as being righteous or something. They want to be, oh, I was out there at this protest doing this. Look at me. Whatever. Absolutely ridiculous. Trump's foreign policy predicted in comedy.
United America, who's that?
Well, at the end of the 23rd century, America attempted to bring peace to the world by asking every nation on Earth to sign a peace treaty. Any nation that refused, they invaded. Now, a war ensued that was called the War Against War. Those countries who went to war because they were so against war, they were prepared to go to war to fight in a war against war, called themselves United America.
I can't disagree with him. I can't disagree with him. Deranged Karen thought assaulting people was okay until Sergeant Pepper showed. Ooh, pepper spray. Oh, I love seeing Karens get their comeuppance. Let's see.
You might want to repark your car, though.
I'm not transparent.
I'm very. Whoa, man! Get off my stuff. Get off my. Get off. Hey! Don't touch my stuff.
Man.
Do not touch my stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
You?
Don't touch my stuff again.
Rip bozo.
That's what you get for putting your hands on people.
What's this now? Oh God, more of these.
Oh.
Yep, take him down.
Ooh.
Come on, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Touch my fucking truck, bitch. Fuck out of the fucking road next time, you dumb fuck.
And that is what you should do. Only if they are violent first. He was aggressive, he punched and attacked the car, then it's justified. Don't immediately turn to that. But the people that do this sort of thing, unfortunately, they just let go all the time. They're just allowed to run right and do all this shit. Hiker decides to hit a biker with his hiking stick, gets taught a lesson. Was the biker's reaction justified? Let's have a look. Stick touched the biker's hand. Touched or hit? Oh, that's assault. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This guy comes up, you whack him with your stick, you get knocked the fuck out. What a punch. Bad Felicia. Did the rider do right? I think so, yeah. Self-defense. He got hit first. Simple. Breaking. These badass ICE agents are being praised nationwide for taking zero BS from these white liberal women harassing and impeding the operations. That's another thing here, actually. Near enough every single one of these videos is some sort of privileged-looking white woman who's out there just trying to pretend to be almighty. Pretending to be holier than thou. ICE violently confronts disabled US Marine Corps veteran in Minneapolis. Yeah, someone uploaded this that's on the left side. ICE violently confronts. It doesn't matter if you're disabled. It doesn't matter if you're a Marine, a veteran of the Marines. And it doesn't matter where you are. If a federal agent tells you to do something, you do it. Is it really that hard to understand?
Do not break my fucking window. You guys got into the John is looking at is a black.
Get out of the fucking. Get out of the car. Put the car in park. Get out of the car.
Get out the car.
Put the car in park.
Put the car in park. Get out the car. Get out the car. He's been told more than 3 times now.
Virginia, TBN.
You know the Marine Corps veteran.
So? I used to be in the army, so I don't have to follow the law. Doesn't make sense, does it?
I don't care what you are.
Yep. Get out. Yep, he's resisting. Get out.
You fucking knew I fucking tased you. You fucking knew I fucking tased you.
You hear that noise? All of a sudden, people want to comply. Funny that, isn't it? People comply over such a simple noise. Sounds like Splinter Cell. Seattle Mayor explicitly confirms she will not investigate claims of Somali daycare fraud, investigating the massive theft of millions of taxpayers' money, just dividing and conquering. What is this?
I mean, I don't think it needs to be explained why it's problematic to have random people showing up to daycares
So it's problematic to have random people turning up to the daycares, but it's not problematic to have the daycares that aren't actually daycares. They're actually run by people that are just being fraudulent, claiming money off the state, and are just leeching off everyone, which is affecting every single member of your state because they're losing out on potential benefits. No?
Yeah, I mean, I think the fear in the Somali community is real. The fear in immigrant communities are real, so we're taking that very seriously.
Along those lines, have you asked anyone to follow up on the fraud claims, either to the Department of Immigrant and Refugee Affairs or SPD?
No.
No. There you go. Just don't follow it up or anything. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to be like, this is the kind of woman that you see in the videos that are trying to campaign against it. They're going, that are out there campaigning against ICE. I don't want to be labelled as Islamophobic, as being racist, so I'm not going to look into anything. It's your duty to look after the people, and it's your duty to look after where the money goes that the people entrust to you, because it's their taxes that are going to you. They're entrusting their money to you to use that money to better their lives and better their environment. You're allowing it, because if you are told the information and then you don't investigate, you are allowing it to happen. This is why Tim Waltz needs to be investigated for fraud and put in jail. He was at the top of it, and yet it still happened, so he was allowing it to happen at some point in the line. And this woman's allowing it to happen as well. There's fraud going on. Well, I don't want to check. That don't fly.
So there's, as far as you're concerned right now, there's no reason to suggest there's any sort of fraud?
This whole issue is not really about fraud, right? It's about dividing and conquering. It's about making...
No, it's about fraud. I don't think... There are some people that will take the opportunity to be racist. There are some people that will take this and they will run with it and they will try and use it as a racial segregation thing and say we need to get rid of all of this set race, get rid of all Somalis. And then there's other people, like myself and presumably a vast majority of people, that will go, oh, there's fraud? That's bad. Every person committing the fraud should be deported if they are not meant to be here. And if they are legally here and they're committing the fraud, they need to be put in jail. Now, does it matter if they're Somalian, if they're Mexican, if they're Japanese, Korean? No. Could be British, could be American. Don't give a fuck. If you're committing fraud, you deserve repercussions. That's it. Yet you're taking it as people are only reporting the fraud because they're trying to get you to focus on someone's race and not the fact that there's fraud happening. No. Get fucked.
Making an immigrant community a target, right? There's no reason to assume based on the identity of a daycare operator that their small business is doing anything wrong.
A 73-year-old Pleasant Hill shop owner scared off robbers by drawing a gun, stopping a smash and grab attempt. For 5 of them running. What was that guy holding? Yep, pulls out a gun. Bye-bye! Bye, Felicia! Unhinged Karen harasses random Hispanic man convinced his eyes, gets arrested. A middle-aged woman freaked out on a Hispanic man in public because she randomly assumed that he worked for immigration. She tailed him, interrogated him and made a whole scene before cops got involved and took her in. Turns out the man wasn't with ICE, wasn't doing anything illegal, and literally was just minding his own business. Suddenly, this is happening everywhere now.
Garbage? Are you ICE garbage? Mom, Mom, who are you? What's your name? Are you ICE?
Mom, let's
go. Oh, you
go.
don't want me to take a picture of your face? Is that because you're ICE?
ICE, baby.
Garbage? Are you ICE garbage?
Get fucked, wanker. Another man telling women when we're safe and when we're not. Can I get a piece of paper saying that I'm a black woman? Wow, watch JHB put woke leftist Benjamin Butterworth well and truly in his place. He thinks it's morally virtuous to put the feelings of a minuscule percent of trans people over the safety and rights of biological women.
Their toilets because men are a threat to women. The reason why women don't want men in their toilets because men are a threat to women in their toilet. We don't know which man is a threat. You can't tell because men who are sex offenders don't have "I'm a sex offender" written on their forehead, funnily enough.
Well, as I'm sure you don't need telling, men who are sex offenders don't need to pretend to be a woman. You know, Wayne Couzens put on a police uniform, not a dress.
Yes, but there will be some that will just put on a dress and go in there. You're saying because you don't think they will doesn't mean they're not going to. It's about having that protection. You know, it's like we don't have guns, so people don't shoot each other. We don't let everyone have guns saying, but the people that have guns, they might not shoot each other. Well, no, you just don't let them have them and then they can't do it. Don't let these men dress up as women and go in the women's bathrooms and then there's not going to be sexual assaults in there, is there? And if a man does go in there, well, they get treated the way we currently do. They get taken down and arrested.
Wasn't it? Yeah, but there are places where we are more vulnerable than others, and one of them is when we're changing down to our bra and knickers, or when we're in a cubicle in a toilet. For goodness
so for that reason, why don't you understand?
Can I just say, another sodding man telling women about when we're safe and when we're not. We'll sodding well tell you when we're safe. Thank you very bloody much.
Well, first of all, there are as many trans women as trans men. It goes in both directions, and you are not.
Yeah, and men can be just against trans women being in their bathrooms and changing rooms. As the other, it works both ways.
Caring about those very vulnerable, tiny minority of people.
No, I don't actually. I care about women's rights.
Well, you said the quiet bit out loud, I think.
No, I didn't say the quiet bit out loud. I've been very clear about this. Because trans rights don't trump women's rights.
You go, girl. You go.
People have got the same. I'm very happy if they want to use the disabled bob. If it says disabled,
but they're not disabled.
No, disabled and people confused about their gender identity. I don't care what it says. They can use whatever loose they want. They don't get to use my loose if they're born a man and they've got a penis. That full stop.
I mean, I think this is condescending and also probably it's also probably illegal because it may well it would out those people as being transgender in public.
It would out them. Now, I understand that in Thailand and some other Asian countries. Because, damn it, you cannot tell until it's too late if they're a man or a woman. In the UK and America, 99% of the time, boy, can you tell. It's just this in a dress and normally with coloured hair. They don't try. Most of them don't. There are some that try, but the majority don't. You can definitely tell. There's nothing to be outed. They'll walk into the bathroom and everyone will know immediately what they're packing.
By going to those toilets. There are plenty of trans people who look like the gender they identify.
They really are.
They are not safe by going into a men's toilet.
there aren't plenty of trans people, and B, there aren't very many who look like they're actually the gender they claim to be, which they aren't, because biologically, under the law, Supreme Court made that very clear, they are not that sex. End of. Nothing to discuss.
Well, the law says otherwise, in fact, because these people have legally changed their sex. If you have a gender recognition certificate,
I can have a piece of paper saying I'm a tortoise. It doesn't make me a sodding tortoise.
I need not say anything to that.
But you know full well that that isn't the same case. Why do you think trans people exist in every culture, in every society, in every piece of history?
Can I get a piece? No, people who think that they're born in the wrong. That's not trans people. They're people who think they're born in the wrong.
Who are you to tell them how they know their lives?
You're to tell me whether I'm safe in a toilet or not.
They need to get mental health support. That's what they need. If later down the line, after having extensive mental health support, they still, weren't signed off by a mental health specialist who's given them the support they need and told that they agree and they're allowed it, then maybe move ahead with stuff. But nah, get them help.
I'm not lecturing on women. I'm lecturing on transgender people standing up for them.
Can I get a piece of paper saying that I'm a black woman?
No, of course you can't.
That would be crazy. Being a black woman or being a white woman, there's less difference there than being a woman or being a man. But one of them is offensive, and one of them is progressive.